Hola a todos! I proudly present todoListo. What, todoListo? Isn't it todoListo, some might think? And yeah, you can read todoListo as well if you like, because it is about a web application that helps you manage your tasks. So it's a to-do list. So why am I saying todoListo? Well, todoListo means in Spanish, all done, all finished. And this is the feeling that you should have when you're using todoListo. So how do we give you that feeling? Well, todoListo cannot give you more time in your life. todoListo is not gonna magic away all those things you have to do. But what todoListo can do for you is provide a better overview and give you a bit more of a feeling of control over your life and over the things you have to do. And yeah, how? Well, for me it often helps to just write things down. So when I'm coming out of a meeting, I've got new information, I promise to do things, I usually have my head full, like, oh God, when am I going to do all these things? And usually it helps me to just write things down, so I know I can do them later just as well, and I'm not losing that information that is still fresh in my mind. Of course, I could write things down on a piece of paper, but usually I'm not working the things off in the same order that I'm getting them in. So in todoListo you can put in your tasks, you can add notes on your tasks. So if you have any extra information that is still fresh in your mind, you can put it down there. And you can of course change the order of your tasks, and you can assign them to different days when you want to do them. And todoListo is a pretty personal tool. So unlike other tools that we have around nowadays, it is really just one for you. It's not to be shared in a team or a company or something where like everybody can watch you editing tasks. I think for such a to-do list, it's important that you can really just write down whatever you want. You don't have to worry about spelling, you don't have to worry about grammar, you don't have to put things in a way that somebody else would understand it. The only important thing is that you understand it later. Another thing that makes todoListo rather personal is that you can adjust the level of, well, organization that you want to use. So if you don't have a lot to do maybe, or you can memorize a lot, all you need maybe is really just a to-do list where you write down your to-dos and you check them off. And that's fine. That's something you can do with todoListo. If you have maybe more things to do, or just have this requirement of having more organization, more overview, then you can use the organization principles of todoListo that, for example, give you the option to assign tasks to certain days, or you can add topics so that you can group your tasks in a decent way so that it's easier for you to work them off later. So I can only invite you to try it. On the website you will find two versions. One is called Footloose. This version is free and it contains all the functionality of todoListo. The only restriction is that the data you enter and you manipulate is just on one computer, or actually even more specifically on one browser. So it can also be, this computer can also be your phone, of course, but it will only stay on this device. So if you want to work from different devices, maybe you work on a computer usually, maybe you have a different computer at home, maybe you want to enter things via phone that you can later see on your computer, then you should use the connected version. And in that version, you basically pay for the service to have your data stored on a server centrally so that you can access them from wherever you are. So in the next time, I will upload a few more videos about todoListo, how you can use it. I will show you how I use it to get myself organized. And I will also add some videos more generally that don't really have something to do with todoListo, but giving some tips of how you get better organized, maybe more satisfied with your life, even though you have a lot to do, still having this feeling of, okay, I did everything I could. So if these topics are interesting for you, pass by now and then, or subscribe to the channel, of course, and I hope to see you next time. Hasta luego!